day 4 of the 365 days to become a math Olympian. Man, I'm so dizzy. I think I have a fever. Okay, so we just finished day 4 of the 365 math Olympiad journey. I feel so tired. Well, it's already day 4. I'm already tired. Anyways, today's topic was logic, which involves a lot of science and a lot of logical stuff. Also, a lot of examples. And this chapter was probably the hardest one I'm reading right now. To be fair, I've only read 2 chapters, so this is the hardest one right now because it has so many things that it doesn't make sense, you know. It's like the most confusing thing was implication. Implication is basically if P then Q. So basically, so the example in the book basically says like if there's a teacher who's willing to give a student an A plus or an A grade if the student scores an A in his bio test. So basically the P is basically the student getting a perfect score or A, and then Q is when the teacher gives them the perfect grade, like the final grade. So that means if the student scores A, then Q, basically the teacher, is gonna give them 100. That's true. That's what makes it true. So if the student gets that, then the teacher gives the 100, the A plus or A. We're used to using 100, so when you're gonna use 100, you just get 100. Then everyone's fun. It's true. Then if the student gets an A and the teacher doesn't give the 100, then it is false because he didn't give it. Now, this is where I really got confused. If a student gets it, doesn't have like an A, and the teacher gives it, gives to 100, it is still true. And I did not, I was so confused. Why did that happen? Because it's supposed to be false. Because for me, it's supposed to be false because if something did not happen but still happened, it's not supposed to happen, so it's false. But according to the book, it happened, therefore it is true. Or if the statement is true, like the entire statement, then it is true. And if the outcome still happened, then it is still true. That's like a double meaning. That's why I really hate this chapter, because it doesn't make sense. If something happened, if something that's not supposed to happen, it's supposed to be false. I don't really know at this point. I'm just reading the entire chapter. It's oh wow, I guess it's true. I agree, because it's literally a math professor, 3 math professors who literally wrote this. Therefore, it's true. So I did not know what to do. And then, biconditionals. Biconditionals is on my mind, it's so unnecessary. I don't really understand it that much because it's basically the same as and. So the example in the book basically said that if P only if let me say it. P only if and only if Q. So but that's basically P and Q. So I really don't know what you're trying to say here. It's basically an and. But it said that there's gonna be an implication for that. So implication. No, that's a use for it, and I did not know it yet. Next one is there's so many names. There's too much names for specific things. For if every imagine a condition and everything you put inside is true. That's basically tautology. And then if everything is false, basically like the negation, I have to say negation. The negation of tautology is basically contradiction. So why do you have to say all of that? Can't you just like not this and this not? I don't understand. Like, can't you just say it simpler? You don't have to say like different words. What is tautology? Who made that word? So while I was reading, like it gave me like a headache trying to read it, because while reading it, the first parts, the first topics, it made sense because it's logic. You're supposed to have normal logic. But when it came to implication, that's where everything fell down. I do not understand. I almost went to ChatGPT and asked like, what does this mean? And then I did not ask ChatGPT because I just continued the rest and gave me a really detailed explanation. So that's where I really understand it. But I really like, it's not that, it doesn't make sense that much, you know. If something happens, then it's not supposed to happen. And then I also like got sick today because I don't know, I got a fight with my mom, so I feel very unhealthy. So, but I was reading, I was I had a fever, I had a sinus, and then I couldn't focus. When I was reading, I was like, and I could smell the chili that I just ate a while ago in my room. It's just circulating, and then I can feel the window is getting cold and the electric fan is getting cold. So I can't just turn this off. I can't just escape the smell. So I had to literally walk through it, and I just took some medicine because I'm feeling really sick. Today also, it really shattered me because back then, when I was younger, maybe like 2 years ago, I was very, very motivated to do stuff like this, math. I really loved math back then. I really want to try and learn. Back then in grade 10, my math teacher wanted to invite me to a math contest, which is the only math contest I've ever joined, and then asked me if I'm still interested in math. I said, yes, of course I'm interested in math, which I was not. I was lying. So what I did was I was really motivated to watch everything for math. So I basically went to ChatGPT. ChatGPT, what is the best training regimen for math Olympiads? And it gave me a random ass answer that is not correct at all, and it's not like known. Because for other math Olympiads, what they do is, I'm not sure if this is the right one, but from what I know, they use Math Dash, which is a tool, and then they have like training guides, or maybe they have like the tutors and materials. And then there's also like resources. ChatGPT gave me a list of topics for college math, which is not Math Olympiad stuff, because Math Olympiad focuses on problem solving and knowing the topics. True that the ChatGPT gave me like a very mediocre answer, but did not give me like the right idea, because back then what I did was basically went to YouTube, search up these topics, and went to random YouTube videos about these topics. I remember searching Euclidean geometry, and I could not find a more general video from it. So I really don't know what I was going through back there. This is actually the first time I finally understand why my classmates are struggling with math. Because if you don't understand one thing, then how are you gonna understand two things? I don't think that's like a very inspirational quote, but it makes sense, right? If you don't understand like a single part of it, then how are you gonna understand the entire part? You take math by step, not like an entirety. You have to learn one step by step, and if you miss one of those steps, you will never understand the entire thing because you missed it. And that's what I was so sad about when I was reading this, because I do not understand a single passage. Like, there is one passage here that I don't even remember recall what it was talking about, but it had like some logic in it, and I don't understand a single thing. I just bookmarked it and then say, read this again. I don't understand anything. That's the crazy part for math for students like me. who is not that very bright with or not that very smart with math. It's very frustrating not to know something when you really need to know it, or at least want to know it. So I it felt like I didn't have any progress while I was learning math, and then I was almost about to quit right there. I was about to say like, man, I have full control of this channel. I have full control of this journey. Why won't I just stop? Why can't I just close down the apps, play games, watch YouTube, do the stuff I want? And I just continued because I believe that if I really worked on something really hard, then I believe that I can do it. It's not like I'm saying that if you want to be a millionaire, just do this thing. Sure, there's some ways that you can do that. Like there's multiple events that we can do, but are you really willing to do it? It's like one of those chat videos in YouTube, or maybe if you could use other platforms, it's fine. But I watched it on YouTube, but it was about I don't know. It's like one of those Shark Tanks people, the investors. I forgot. It's like Ted. I forgot the name. Anyways, what he said was, imagine there's $10 million at the other side of the world, and you had like 30 days to get through there, or 1 year. I forgot. What you would do is basically borrow money from all those people and then grab the money. What that means is you are willing to do anything to achieve something if you know that you can do it. That's the will of the human spirit. The undomitable human spirit is crazy though. You can really do it. And for me, I believe that I can become a math Olympiad simply by just doing this stuff, even though it hurts. Because I know that other people have made it this far using that method. So if I really want to do it, then I could just follow them. It's not that deep, you know. There's no like a 1 year, maybe not 1 year. Like there's no 1 month journey to really start doing math and get questions. Actually, you can just start right now. There's this book I read a while ago, the Art and Craft of Problem Solving, which is written by Paul Seeds. And when I started reading it, I was doing Math Olympiad questions during the first month. I forgot, but I did not know how to do like advanced questions. I did not know how to do advanced Math Olympiad because it required actual theory. Basically, the stuff I'm reading right now. I really need to know what these stuff actually mean. For example, for sets. If I hadn't learned about union or intersections, then questions about unions and intersections would be very hard for me because I don't really know what those mean. Then right now, if I did not understand what implication means, then I would not be able to understand logic, mathematical questions or problems that require logic that also requires implication. So it's really a double-edged sword. You have to hold it right down. Like you have to really be strong on learning the theory and learning problem solving. If you really want to learn, if you want to become strong enough to hold that sword, if you really want to be strong enough to do the things you want, you really have to put your entire heart into it, even though you're seeing no progress. Alright, guess that's it. I hope that you find this video very tedious to listen and really long to understand, but this is just what I'm just reflecting on because math is really hard on its own because I don't really think that you are not incapable or you are incapable of being someone like me. That's why I'm trying my best to be with you in this journey and then understand what are the struggles of becoming a Math Olympiad. Actually, I don't think there's like struggles for others, but for me, as a very stupid person, I believe that even you, who is just as dumb as me, but you are willing, you can really do it. That's what I'm proving. and that's what you should also do. Maybe you could also reflect with me with this journey. And I really also like receiving like a lot of comments in my previous videos, and I was really proud because there's only like 3 views, and those 3 views actually commented. It's actually crazy. I want to become more entertaining and informative and more personal as a YouTube channel, because I really want to help others who's also struggling in math Olympiad, to see that you're not alone, because there's also someone out there in the Philippines who is also studying math Olympiad and is still failing. All right, that's about it. This is my 365 math Olympiad journey. Thank you for watching.